Good day, lazy readers. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about another manhwa that has reached kind of like a climax point or like an exciting point. This one's going to be about Red Storm. And if you've been keeping up with Red Storm, then you know we finally reached like a breakthrough point. A really big thing has occurred in the storyline, and I wanted to kind of talk about it. So finally, the desert is unified. Yulian and the Parea, I think that's how you pronounce it, or like squad, army, country, whatever, finally has unified the desert. And this is like a goal that they've had since like the beginning of the manhwa. And all their efforts, all their training, all the wars, and etc. have finally come into fruition. But I feel like they might have slightly missed the mark on this one. And if you've been reading, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Venersis and Yulian and how they were supposed to have a final battle. Did we miss out on Yulian versus Venersis? Quite possibly so. So here's my thoughts on it. I believe we didn't get to see this fight scene because the author and artist have intentionally done so, because they planned so in the future to have Yulian and Venersis team up. And that's why they made Venersis go into the void instead of fighting with Yulian. But I feel like they kind of did miss the mark on this because this is something all the readers have been like waiting for the longest time. We know Yulian has a grudge against Venersis mainly because his mother died due to their attack on Parea. And although he didn't intentionally try to kill her or anything like that, that is the result of what happened, and he's always harbored that kind of resentment, or it's like been a chip on his shoulder. So the fact that they couldn't fight it out and see which one is stronger, kind of, you know, it's kind of a disappointment, to be honest, in this development. I wish we could have seen how things played out. But because the desert is now unified, we get to see a lot of new things that we've been waiting for. For example, the conflict with the creatures of the void or whatever, and also the conflict with the Empire, because I feel like the Empire is pretty sus. There's a lot of sus things about the Empire, so we might start seeing like some sort of war. But I do want to see Parea and the rest of the coalition and stuff like that fight against more people that aren't desert people, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is a little disappointing we didn't get to see Yulian and Venersis fight. I feel like the author is going to make them team up later, which is going to be pretty cool, to be honest, but then we'll never find out particularly where they stood if they had fought, you know what I mean? We'll never see what would have happened if they did fought with their current strengths like this. Eventually, Yulian is probably going to overtake Venersis in terms of power and stuff like that, so then it would probably be like an unfair matchup. But yeah, a little disappointing to say the least, but I do understand why the author and stuff did it. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this conclusion of the desert unification, if you're as disappointed as I was because, you know, you wanted to see the fight, and where you think the manhwa will go from here, because they obviously did so intentionally. Did you think this was a good move on their part, or are you kind of, you know, you still wish things would have gone that way? Yeah. Anyways, if you guys liked this video, please do like and subscribe because I will be back with more videos. And yeah, I will see you later.